Hello and welcome back to my channel, Learn and Educate. Today, I'll give you a summary of the chapter, The Blue Bead by Nora Burke. Let's learn something about the authoress. Nora Burke was born on 2nd August 1907 at Bedford. She was a well-known novelist and a famous non-fiction writer. Her father, Redmond St. George Burke, was a forest officer in India, and her early childhood was spent traveling through the Indian forests, often on elephant's back. The Indian jungle and her interactions with its wild animals inspired her autobiographical travel books like Jungle Child, 11 Leopards, and Midnight Forests. She also wrote a short story, Journey by Night. In this story, The Blue Bead, Nora Burke depicts the courage, confidence, and determination of a 12 years old Indian girl who saves the life of a Gujar woman from the crocodile. She struggles with the crocodile in a heroic manner and defeats the crocodile. Before I start the explanation, let's learn about the two main characters of the story. They are the crocodile and Sibia. The crocodile lived in a great Indian river. He was twice the length of a tall man. The crocodile was blackish brown above and yellow-white under, lying motionless till food came. It was a ferocious and formidable animal. Escaping the birds of prey and the great carnivorous fishes that ate baby crocodiles, he had prospered, catching all the food he needed and storing it till it decayed in holes in the bank. The big crocodile fed mostly on fish, but also on deer, monkeys, and ducks. And sometimes it went to the burning ghats and found the half-burned human bodies cast into the stream. The river water and plenty of rotten food grew the crocodile to its great length. Now come to the next character. Sibia is a 12-year-old Indian girl with ebony hair and great eyes. She is a young girl who is poor but brave. She is marked for work since her childhood. Since her childhood, she had husked corn, gathered sticks, put dung to dry, cooked food, and cut grass for fodder. She has never owned anything but a rag. She does not have any money to buy glass beads from the bazaar, but she is aware of the beauty of the elegant clothes. She is fearless, active, alert, and helpful. She goes with her mother all through the jungle to the little town at the railhead, where there is a bazaar. Like many young girls of her age, she is also attracted by several wonderful things in the bazaar. Now the story begins. One day, Sibia, her mother, and other women of the village went into the jungle to collect paper grass to be sold in the market. All the women were wearing various colorful necklaces, whereas Sibia had none. On her way, she kept thinking of having her own colored beads to sew various necklaces, bracelets for herself. She was going with her mother and some other women to get paper grass from the cliffs above the river. Down below there ran the broad river. The river was full of deadly crocodiles, so the women made loud noise while crossing the stream, saying, "The noise scares the crocodiles away." They collected the paper grass and set out to cross the river again to return back to the village. But Sibia lags behind intentionally to check the cave where she had kept her own handmade clay molded cups and saucers to dry. While wandering around, she sees that another woman has come to collect water in her pot. While doing so, a crocodile rises suddenly out of the black water and grabs the woman's leg between its sharp, uneven teeth. The woman tries to grab one of the timber logs to save herself, but the crocodile is too ferocious for her. Sibia throws her hay fork at the crocodile and it wedges right in its eye. Groaning in agony, the crocodile lets go of the woman. Sibia, with great effort, lifts the woman back onto the bank, away from the stream. She stops the blood by putting sand on the wounds and binds a rag tightly over the wounded area. Then she helps her to the near Gujjar encampment, from where the men carry her to a hospital. Sibia goes back into the jungle to get her grass, sickle and hay fork. The fork was lying in the river, and while picking it up she comes across a pretty blue bead that had been rolling about in the river for a long time. She picks it out of water, and her joy knew no bounds when she saw that it was already pierced, ready for use. Now she was happy and was returning home. On her way back, she comes across her mother, who was searching for her. She scolds her for being late, as she was afraid that something wrong might have happened to Sibia. In answer, Sibia narrates what actually happened and shows her mother the blue bead that she found, and does not boast about her act of saving a woman's life. This was the story, and I must say that the title, The Blue Bead, is good, logical and quite justified, as Sibia is not proud of saving the life of the woman but is excited to get the blue bead. Now let's see, what message do we get from this story? The message that we get from the story is, like Sibia, we should also do selfless deeds to help others. The story conveys the idea that we do not need superpowers to help others. We just need to be observant and toughen up to help others. And it's the presence of mind and the inner courage that help us to stand firm in difficult situations. And this beautiful story also depicts that if you want something badly enough and have patience to wait and work for it, then you would definitely get it. Hope you liked the story. Stay tuned for more videos, and yes, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.